We follow band member Kimberley Walsh, whose lifelong passion is to star in the epic West End musical Les Miserables.
When I was 12, I got a part in Les Mis, and then ever since then I've just really loved musicals.
She'll have to fit months of training into a grueling 3 weeks in both London
We'll work on that.
and the theatre capital of the world, New York City.
Beautiful!
Kimberley may be a successful pop singer, but she'll discover that musicals demand a whole new set of skills. Acting through song,
I could have been a student too.
and a totally different singing technique.
It's a completely different thing to singing pop songs. So hopefully I'll be able to get the vocal cords going again.
She may have the passion, but with so much to learn in so little time, will she even get past the audition?
We can start quieter.
It's day one, and Kimberley's on her way to her first singing lesson. But why musicals?
Musicals was where I started off really, and you know, I loved it, and that's where I really got the kind of bug for singing after I did Les Mis when I was 12.
She has a genuine love for musicals, and always has since the day I met her. Kimberley is suited to musicals like tea and biscuits. Like
The best one was we were on tour on the iPod. She put her iPod on and all the R&B songs have run out, and guess what starts coming on? All these musical tracks.
she knows every single musical, every single song.
It's like Les Mis on her iPod. What do you do? Sit and listen to Les Mis? She's funny.
Kimberley's got just 5 days before she auditions for Les Miserables, and the prospect is daunting.
This first singing lesson is really, really scary, because I'm going to really know in the next hour whether or not I'm good enough to do this, possibly. And if I'm terrible, then it's going to be a really short documentary.
Kimberley's singing teacher is internationally renowned Mary Hammond, who has coached some of the finest singers in musicals, ranging from Chicago and Cabaret to Billy Elliot and Miss Saigon. And she's under no illusions about how hard it is for Kimberley to get a part in Les Miserables.
I don't think the creative team are a soft touch. I think if they feel that a paying audience aren't going to be convinced of her as a character, that they won't ask her to do it. The fact that she's in a pop group is either here or there to them.
Quite scared actually now.
Kimberley has a right to be nervous, as Mary has a reputation for being a very tough coach.
Hi, yeah, nice to meet you. You okay?
You ready for this?
Just about, I think. Oh.
I'll tell you something, Kimberley. You'd be more comfortable without those shoes on.
Okay.
I'm going to kick them off a minute.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Too practical.
Do you know why? Because, you know, when you sing, it's about balance. Mind you shot down a foot.
Yeah. I know, I'm really only that big.
Yeah, but
Mary starts off the lesson as she means to go on.
I think next time we meet, it could be an idea to wear
Something a bit more comfortable, yeah.
and
Tracksuit or
tracksuit,
something.
yeah, because, you know, theatre is about really rolling your sleeves up and getting on with work.
Yeah.
Really. I want you to breathe out to a sibilant S, imagining you keeping a balloon in the air.
The type of singing she'll be expected to do is so demanding that Mary has had to take Kimberley right back to the basics of breath control.
Good, brilliant. In pop music, I don't know if you agree with me, you don't have such long phrases, you can breathe, you have a lot more choice about where you breathe.
Yeah,
Would you agree with
definitely
that?
much more so than musicals.
When you're singing music that's written by a composer, you have to satisfy what they want. It's a completely different thing. So you have to make your breath serve whatever the piece is.
Yeah.
So, we can then. Okay. Yeah.
These are the techniques that will stop her running out of breath mid-song.
Release. You sound a bit dry today. Did you have a glass of wine last night?
I did actually. How did you guess that? We actually went to the theatre and we had a glass of wine, but I can feel it. I feel a bit hoarse.
I mean, it's not that you have to live like a nun, but if you're given opportunity, sometimes you have to sort of do the best you can.
Yeah, no, that's.
And I mean, it's not a question of drinking, it's a question of alcohol dehydrates.
Whilst Kimberley goes through the exercises, Mary has a chance to hear if her voice is up to the task ahead.
I mean, having listened to you, I think the voice as a voice is good. It's like if you're going to do any kind of gymnastic feat, you have to
Train for
it, and you have to practice.
I will do.
I know. Well, you better, because it's you that's going to have egg on your face if you don't.
Don't remind me, I know. Why did I do this to myself? No, it'll be worth it.
This was an ambition
prepared
of
to
yours.
put whatever I need to put into it. I want to do it. I really do.
Good, because then it will interest me to help you. Otherwise, it wouldn't be. There'd be no point, would there? Really?
No, not at all.
First lesson over, and she may have got Mary's seal of approval,
That was scary.
but there's a long way to go.
I'm a bit overwhelmed about the amount of work there is to do in the time we have, which doesn't mean I think she can't do it.
I think I've got a lot of work to do, but that's fine. I don't mind. I will work hard.
She's good, but even so, they're not going to compromise their show, and it's their choice in the final analysis, and I can do as much as I can to help, but I can't get her the job.
So will Kimberley be up to scratch for an audition in just 4 days?
It's very easy, isn't it, to just feel you've got to belt it out, and they're not looking for that.
Or is she out of her depth?
It's far too much to take in.